What game would you instantly buy if it got remastered and the gameplay was updated? Sly Cooper series. Love the originals and was hoping Sony would tease something for them. Still holding out hope. Me too, man. Keep holding on. Sly Cooper is one of my favorite series of all time. It's a shame, especially with how much that stealth games have advanced, that we don't have a new one. I'm glad we're getting a new Ratchet and Clank, but we need Sly to join him. You're not alone, friend. The LOTR games. More specifically to Towers and ROTK. Never played the first one, but especially ROTK. Played the crap out of that one as a kid. And also, Hitman 124. I love the games, but the controls are awful these days. Never played the first one. There actually never was a first one. At least in that specific series. Two Towers and Return of the King were the only ones. One might think there was a missing Fellowship of the Ring tie-in, but the events of that movie play out in the Two Towers game. There was however a standalone Fellowship of the Ring game that isn't based on the movie trilogy, and it was pretty mediocre. Black and White. It was so good, and I remember playing it for hours when I was younger. I tried the sequel and it's just not the same. The entire thing is just a brilliant concept. I'd love to see it properly redone with modern AI. Hell yeah. The game redone today would have so much great potential. I can think of a few right off the top of my head, but if I had to choose one, it would probably go to The Legacy of Kain. Soul Reaver. Came here to say this. Honestly, all of the Blood Omen and Legacy of Kain games could be redone and absolutely amazing. Yes, I was going to say Blood Omen. It would be perfect for the action/RPG open world format. Saints Row 2. But sadly the devs have said they lost the original code for the game. So a remaster would mean recoding the whole game for a remaster. I think the best hope for anything like that would be a remake. Similar to what Mayfair did. I feel a lot less bad about my own data retention habits when I discover that companies have just lost entire projects that took them tens of thousands of hours of work to make. Spore. I want the option to stay in the predator phase while other species advance, so I can continually harass villages as the arms race of dodging the apex predator reaches futuristic city vs Godzilla levels. Once it's society and above phases, the game gets boring for me. This is my problem with the game for me too. The beginning was a truly original concept, with fun gameplay and the excitement of creation. After the tribal stage, it was just boring. Bully! Exclamation mark. That would be lovely. A bit newer than most other games in this thread, but the original Assassin's Creed. The story and setting are incredible, but the whole gameplay loop is terrible and the climbing is janky AF. Also no subtitles. WTF Ubisoft. It's the only one in the series that hasn't been remastered already. Battlefield Bad Company 2. I really love the story in that game. COD World at War was also a good one, I'd say. Bad Company 2 got me into Battlefield, and I always thought the cliffhanger was genuine. Turns out it was just telling me to play the multiplayer. The multiplayer was so good though. It was the first game I played that did destroyable environment well, and I loved the physics of the gravity with snipers. I was never a COD person or anything, but that game had me hooked in multiplayer. That said, I would have loved a sequel for the story. Instant no-brainer. GTA Vice City and GTA 3rd. You're in luck. I hear they're going to remaster the PS3 classic GTA V for the brand new PS5. Command & Conquer. Generals Zero Hour. Star Wars. Republic Commando. I think a sequel should be released before a remaster. I need closure. Release the remaster and the sequel as a bundle. I'd eat ramen for a month if I had to do so in order to buy it. Maximum Pain. I'd love the first one with updated graphics and gameplay, but same vibe to it. I look for this and Maximum Pain 2 every time this thread is posted. God, those two New Jersey levels in Maximum Pain 3 were such a tease. The Legend of Zelda Northeast's Ocarina of Time in VR. I don't even know how that could work, but I'd still buy it. I saw a video on YouTube where a guy got it working in VR on an emulator. GoldenEye 007 for the Switch. There's someone modding every level into Half-Life Alyx. They have most of the damn level done already. We really need a remaster of Crimson Skies. This game has such a fun atmosphere and was very unique. Sim Golf. Being able to build/manage a golf course full of silly little sim people, then play your own course was worth hours of fun. Sid Meier's Pirates. The best pirate game ever. So much fun. And way more depth than most people realized. Sid Meier's Pirates! Exclamation mark. It's still my mom's favorite game, and she plays it all the time. We would kill for a remaster. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. That game has a very unique atmosphere and charming gameplay. Oblivion and Skyrim are a little more generic, especially Oblivion. That game generic af. I miss Morrowind. My PC can't play it because of DirectX compatibility issues. Open bracket. Got the soundtrack alone. Goosebumps. Pokémon Diamond/Pearl/Platinum. I'd buy that instantly. I have so many memories of playing that game on DS. The Simpsons game. Edit. The one in 2007. This and Hit Plus Run. Exclamation mark. Hit and Run is up there as one of the all-time best for me. Fallout and/or Fallout 2. I don't personally think they need a remaster, but if you prettied them up, people might play them and see what a really good post-apoc RPG is. Left 4 Dead. Edit. Thanks for the award. Glad to know I'm not the only one who wants Valve to get off their ass. Left 4 Dead 2 is very much still alive and the graphics are still very good. I don't think a remake is needed just yet. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets for the PS1. These games were so good. Still play them yearly. Would love to see a high definition version. Harry Potter is so old there were PS1 games. Those are like different decades in my brain. I have Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Quidditch WC, and Prisoner of Azkaban for PC still. Used to play them on a Windows XP desktop as a kid. Just installed them recently and did tons of tweaks to get them to run correctly on Windows 10 with modern hardware. Was amazing reliving my childhood that way. Leisure Suit Larry. Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. Dark Cloud 2. Twisted Metal. Wing Commander. Red Faction 1 and 2. Perfect Dark. Dark Cloud 2. One of my favorite all-time RPGs. I almost bought a PS2 about 8 years ago, just so I could play it again. Would love to see it remastered and launched on the next gen consoles. Fantastic game. Final Fantasy VI. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Red Dead Redemption. If they released RDR2 on PS5 and included an upgraded RDR1, I would definitely buy it. It would be great to seamlessly play right through the story. It would be like 300 GB but worth it. BioShock. I would love a remaster of Portal 1 and 2. Imagine how cool it would be if they added more puzzles as upgraded the graphics. That would be awesome. Burnout 3. Nothing would be better than experiencing that game with modern graphics. The original Medal of Honor. Dead Space. Black Ops. The original. I've always wanted them to remaster that little trilogy. World at War. Black Ops. Black Ops 2nd, but I know ITD never happen. Suikoden 1 and 2. Highly doubtful though, since I heard both the game code and all the assets made to make the games have been lost or deleted from Konami. Most likely to make room for pachinko machines. Cossacks. Art of War/European Wars/Back to War. If you're gonna make a game around military formations, make formations easy to manage. Still, such a fun game. And so many techs in the tree. Also, requiring different materials and upkeep, rather than just gold, adds a really interesting dimension that, again, isn't very easy to manage. Knights of the Old Republic. Just imagine to play those games with a Dragon Age Inquisition or a Mass Effect kind of engine. I would never play another game. Ever. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks and Downhill Domination. I have so much memories from those games. I still have a PS2, so I can play those games. Batman Arkham City and Asylum. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.